Hey fishermen, Aqua Duelist here, and today I'm giving you guys an update to my Traptrix deck.
I have several questions.
Now, I did change this to Traptrix Numeron. And I played it this last Sunday at Locals. Round 1, I played against Unchained. I lost 2-1. Round 2, I played against Cyber Dragons. I won 2-1. Round 3 was ABCs. I won 2-1. And then round 4 was against, Zodiac, Tri-Brigade, which I lost 2-0. Game 1, the dude just did the infinite, some more, negate thing with the two Avion monsters, and then game 2 I just bricked horribly. There was nothing I could really do. So yeah, kind of sucks because if I won that last round, I would have gotten 3rd and not 5th. But it is what it is. This deck still did really well, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. So starting off, playing 3 copies of Traptrix Mermelio. Normal summon gets you a trap, whole card from your deck, and then special summon you must pop a opponent's spell or trap. That is mandatory. So 3 copies of Dianea. If it's normal summoned, you special summon Traptrix from your graveyard. If it's special summoned, you set a trap hole from your graveyard, but it's banished during your next end phase. And I play 3 copies of Mantis. If it's normal summon, add a Traptrix monster from deck to hand. And quick effect, you can return 1 set trap card you control and then set another one. So it resets your trap holes that you set with Dianea. Now that's it for the Traptrix. Next up, I'm playing 3 copies of Parallel Exceed, like just the best extender in the game, or one of the best ones. And then lastly, I played 2 copies of Artifact Scythe. Really happy I'm still playing 2, because sometimes I do draw into 1, so at least 1 is still live in deck. So, and then the other one we can pop with, that we draw, we can set and pop with Tornado Dragon. So, still think 2 is like the best way to go. That's it for the monsters. Now going off to the trap pulls, we played 3 copies of Floodgate Trap Hole. I honestly think 3 is just the best way to go on this. Like, it put in a lot of work, and it was just really good. Ended up just cheesing so many games with this and Utopia Double. So, and then I played 2 copies of Gravedigger's Trap Hole. I bumped it down from 3 to 2. It wasn't as prominent as it usually was. Still put in some work, but yeah, it wasn't as just prominent as usual. So I'd still keep it at 2, with all honesty. Like, you should at least be playing it, and I think 2 is just the way to go for right now. Now, for other traps, I'm playing 3 copies of Traptrix. Really, really good card. Just, gets you traps, trap you need from the deck. Then 3 copies of the best hand trap in the game, Infinite Impermanence, the only hand trap I played, because hand traps are, at least for me, how I feel, they're just kind of bricks, and if I end up playing multiple hand traps, I always see the ones that are the least prominent for the matchup, so that's why I'm only playing Infinite Impermanence. Next up, I played 3 copies of Warning Point. So this card's really good. Basically negates the opponent's monster's effect, and they can't be used for Fusion, Synchro Exceed, Link. You can't use it for any of that. So it just kind of stuck on the field, which is kind of nice because it wastes a opponent's zone. Despite it being really good, it didn't do a whole lot of work this weekend. And if I ended up siding anything out, it was always this. Mainly for when I got forced to go second, I would side these out for evenly. just because it was like the least prominent thing for going second. But it did come up a few times going first though, so that's kind of nice. But I wouldn't just drop this though. Like it's good, but if you're going second, it's the first thing you side out. Then I played 3 copies of Brigade. Really like just nutters opening this, really good. One of the best traps in the deck. And then my last trap, I played 3 copies of Artifact Sanctum. Really, really good, especially since, Harpy's Feather Duster's at 1, Lightning Storm, all the back row removals out there right now. So, surprisingly, no one popped this, but I've had 2 people pop the Scythe that I set, so that was pretty funny. But really, really good. Locks your opponent out of the extra deck, basically. So, that's it for the traps. Now, going off to the spells, I played 3 copies of Numeron Network. I had one game where I literally just, kept getting, I literally ended up just drawing all 3. I opened one and my next 2 draws were just them, so that really sucked, but it is what it is. Numeron's put in work this weekend. I played 1 copy of Numeron Calling, only 1. And then 1 Terraforming. And then my last card was the 1 Double or Nothing, because Utopia Double is just it's a win con in this deck. Steals games, especially with Floodgate Trap Hole. So, going off to the extra deck for links, I played 3 copies of Sarah. Funny thing, I don't even think I think I've only made the second Sarah once this weekend, so that was kind of really good. But still play a 3 just in case. It's just the 1 card that you have to have out on the field at all times, so if it gets outed, you can at least always make another one. 1 Pentastag for the Utopia Double to get Piercing. The 1 Nightmare Phoenix, the 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and that is it for the links. Now going off to the Exceeds. I played 1 Traptrix Rafflesia. Came up 1 time. Utopia and Utopia Double. 1 Tornado Dragon. I know a lot of people are going to be why are you playing Tornado Dragon? Especially since I'm already playing, Nightmare Phoenix, and Myrmelio is just the best way to out traps. But the thing is, if you brick and draw 1 of these scythes and you make this, that essentially, guarantees that your opponent's turn, you're just going to lock them out of the extra deck. So that gives you a whole nother turn right there. So yeah, that's why you play Tornado Dragon. People don't seem to realize how good this is in this deck, and it's really freaking sad. But I actually didn't, so this tournament I didn't play it, and I regretted it, because this could have came up 2 or 3 different times. And then I played the 1 Abyss Dweller. And then for the Numerons, I played 1 number 1, 1 number 2, 1 number 3, and then 1 number 4. I only played 3 during the tournament, 1 through 3 during the tournament, and I regret it. I wish I played the 4th one, because there was 1 game during the Unchained where if I played the 4th one, I could have actually won by putting out enough damage with their effects. But I didn't. I only played the 3, and it really does suck. But it is what it is. Overall, with the Utopia Zexal that I played 1 of, this just put in so much work this weekend. I ended up making it in about a third of my games, and it was really nice. So yeah, that's it for the deck. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and hopefully this list helps. So if you guys got any comments, go ahead and drop a comment. Go ahead and harpoon that like button, harpoon that subscribe button for more awesome content. and I will see y'all in the next video.